we were doing a little bit of a video yesterday, and I actually didn't realize something until after I went over to the stream for Twitch. So if you guys don't know, I don't know when I muted myself, but I muted myself and then never unmuted. And it was due to my controller, just like when I went to go get something to drink, my controller just kind of got knocked off, and I guess it ended up like somehow something hitting the mute button as it hit the floor. I didn't realize it when I picked up the controller because I just kind of looked at it, seen it was like facing down. I just leaned down, picked up the controller, rotated it, put it in my hand, and just kept going with the stream. Um, didn't really think to look to make sure, hey, that orange light on your controller is on, you're muted. Did not actually look at that. Didn't even realize I was actually muted. So I actually did a whole hour and a half stream yesterday. Well, we'll say 45-minute stream yesterday. Being muted. And yeah, the Twitchy one, which didn't really get a lot of views, by the way. Um, because I don't really do a whole lot of Twitch. I wasn't muted because I realized it and took the mute off. But it's all GG. If you guys are looking to do music requests, by the way, we have a Discord for that. In our Discord for Arma, you guys can go into the Arma thing there and create music to get requested into our playlist for the Arma playlist, but we're also doing a live playlist right now, meaning you guys are able to request music while I'm on here live. And the first few people who get to come in and ask to request one is going to be the people I take up on an offer, because I only have a certain allotted amount of songs I can write at the moment till I pay and top up my account to get 30 more songs. But right now I got 8 left, which is technically 4 songs. Okay, so with 8 points, that is 4 songs, 4 times 2, because it creates 2 songs at a time, so I can choose which one's the best version. You guys get to do that. And we'll let you guys be a little bit free willy-nilly with it, but there's a couple things I will kind of look at to kind of weed out from. Most of it is stuff that should just already be based known. I'm not going to do, racism, anything like that. I'm not going to do. So no racist, shit being posted. One, that's going to get you banned from my channel. You're not going to be able to talk on it again. Two, not only that, I will end up making sure YouTube catches a report of, hey, this dude was doing some racist shenanigans, and maybe try to get you removed off of YouTube as well. While also, it just means you're not ever going to get a song put in with me, and you're no longer going to be part of the community. So no racist shit. I do not like racism. And to be honest with you guys, I treat everybody fairly. So if I don't let one person do it, no one's doing it. Alrighty? That's called being fair. Oh, it's just bugging out. It won't let me actually pick this up. Oh, cripple the ghoul's leg. I just need to do that one more time. Mr. Ghoulies, where you at? I need to do that one more time. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing on Fallout at the moment. I just figured run around, do some Braid Dead stuff, and then probably move over and do a little bit of Call of Duty or some Arma, and do that on live stream. I'm not much for Call of Duty that much anymore, due to they did bullshit the shit out of their players, and I'm not talking about just me. I'm talking about their whole fucking community base. Let's be honest. There's a reason a lot of people are turning away from COD, and I will say it is on behalf of mostly themselves. Skill-based hit detection, meaning if you're doing really good, it goes out the window, meaning you start getting less bullets registered, so people can kill you, and it just seems like they're eating you, meaning you're shooting 20 rounds into them and nothing happens, and then you die to 2 or 3 bullets. Yeah, that needs to be removed. Let people actually move around on skill. And the next thing that needs to be removed is skill-based matchmaking. I hate going in with, no offense, what? There's a thing here? Yeah, right here. I hate going in as a like nearly 2.0 kill death, and then ending up with teammates that are like 0.4s. Dude, like literally they look like this and they walk around, they go, hey, dude. And you can tell it's not even like people trying to do that, like act like a bot and then popping off, because they do that the entire game. Not just the first 2 or 3 rounds. It's the entire game. Right, so you can tell the difference. You can tell the people that actually have the movement like doing like this to the people that just look like they just go like that. You could tell it. Alongside, like, you can have somebody, like, I know this gun is suppressed right now, but you can have somebody going, or how about this? Like, you can hear that, right? And then somehow they're going, when it was happening, like, right there, bro. It just makes no sense, man. I cannot play with that on my team, man. I can't sit down and take the game at all seriously. Even in death, I can't take it seriously, because I could be sitting there going, hold on, let me blow that up right quick. I was sitting there going into somebody, and then the game only says I shoot like this many rounds. And then somehow this kills me. I can't take those deaths seriously, man. I'm sorry. If I'm the one sitting here going, I'm the one getting the kill, I'm not the one getting killed, okay? You shoot somebody first, you react first, you win the gunfight, Activision. You're not supposed to lose that. I don't know where you're coddling people so much with the holding hands that you're allowing people who are taking the bullets first somehow go, I got the kill, boys. When realistically, if I'm doing like this first and I'm hitting you, and I'm not like, you're here and I'm not shooting over here, right? I should win that gunfight. End of story, Activision. So that's the reason I've been playing like Fallout or any other like shooter. Even Arma, dude, which I'm starting to not like Arma. Guys, same issues. Dude, like, I have clips upon clips on deck on my PS5 that I've saved, dude, that I'm just trying to get even more saved up to, and then literally clip them all together as a montage of, like, Arma's stupidity that is going on at the moment, where you'll see me literally go, like, and light someone up, and then somehow they're just going, Are you shooting me? Oh, wait, yes, you are. And then I'm the one who dies. I have clips where the dude is with his back turned to me, doing like this, aiming at another doorway. I'm standing behind him, shooting him in the back, till I run out of ammo. And then the dude just turns around and goes, and I die. Like, I have clips like that even with Arma, dude. I don't know what's going on between both of those games, but they need to fix something, dude. Nobody should sit there and go, oh, I ran out of ammo, gotta reload, and then never get the kill. Right? Something needs to be fixed with that. The kill time needs to be patched. Like, massively. As of, like, literally, it should have been patched 3 years ago. The patch has been 3-4 years too late. Got a little bike. Okay. Not really much here. I mean, the pot will work, because that'll be enough I can scrap to get more metal. And I don't know why I'm scrapping in this one. Oh well, we'll do it just for the fun. Like, Activision, come on, man. You can see I literally just flicked right on it. Right onto that, except for right there. Like, my reaction time is not horrible, okay? And this is on a game where, like, this is just as fast as I can look around. Even when aimed in, this is as fast as I can look around. If I can snap right over and do this to targets, I know my aim is not horrible. Okay. Um, so yeah, both of those games need to be updated to fix out the bullshittery. But apart from that, like, the only thing I see wrong with Fallout at the moment, there's a couple little things, like when you're using a sniper rifle and say you're not in third person, you're in first, you aim in, you shoot, you go to aim out to bolt the gun or even try to like run, it keeps you in the sight. That's one thing I could tell you guys that definitely needs a fix. Like Bethesda, that's been around since the game's release and should have been patched a long time ago. I should be able to like exit the site and have the gun bolt without any issues going on. Actually, do I have a sniper on me at the moment that I can actually show this with? Yes, I do.
Hi.
So like when I howdy gamer girl, welcome. If I quickly shoot right now and I unaim, that's how it should be all the time. But sometimes no. Okay? It should always let me out of that scope. If I'm aimed in and I shoot, see it's already stuck again. That's that's like 2 out of 3 times so far. Aim at Deathclaw, I aim to shoot, I try to turn and run, I'm stuck in the scope, and then I can run. Anybody see the issue with that? That's why I do say it needs to be. I'll take that just so I can do some stuff with it. That's why I say this game does need a little bit of fixing. Apart from that, there's times where it crashes or the game freezes or, like there's little subtle things that the devs need to get into and work out. But at the moment, I do got to say this game is probably a little better than Call of Duty. And the one thing that I do think needs to be fixed inside of Fallout itself is like the biggest ordeal is in a game where you level up, you move forward in levels in order to like get your character stronger, do more damage, have more health, have more armor, or do anything for more tanky reasons. It needs to actually uphold that. And not go, oh, you leveled up, but now everything around you is just going to level up with you, or become so high in level that your levels actually mean nothing at this point, because everything still takes the same amount of ammo to kill as it did if you were level 1. Which makes leveling up completely pointless. At that point, it's actually what we call the word redundant to do. It makes no sense to do it. You've taken out the actual part of the game leveling, because now you're leveling just to stay at the same power, the same health, the same everything. And MMOs and RPGs, that is actually horrible. It needs to have, like, if it's leveling or leveled base where you have to level your character, it should be on a bit. Okay, so there's nothing up there. On a bit where leveling isn't redundant. There's a point to doing it and keeping it to where if we're doing it to make our character stronger, they actually get stronger. And I know it seems like the argument I'm putting here means nothing when I'm killing everything fast, but guys, I'm not even playing the regular version of 76. Hold on. To show you what version I'm in, let's quickly fast travel back to our base. And then I'll actually save and quit and show you guys what I'm playing compared to the real version of the game. Okay. The version I'm playing has a 900% damage increase. Think of that. 900% damage increase. Okay. Meaning my damage output is being buffed extremely into the nuclear field of what the game would actually have you do. And that is over here into the custom worlds. If I went into this right here, you'll actually see the damage is 900%. If I was to actually go through and show you the damage dealt is nuclear, which is plus 900%. And to show you that, if I go here, world settings, we go to combat, we go right here, nuclear, plus 900%. Okay, it says it down at the very bottom there. Modify the overall damage dealt by players plus 900%. Okay, so mine is hella modified compared to what we actually get over if we played both of these. And to kind of give you guys an idea of how, like, really underpowered the weapons actually are, even with me being level 200 plus, how weak the weapons are. And you'll see why I'm saying, like, they need to actually sit down and not only fix the game in, like, this area and how big the issue is, but why I feel like leveling is redundant. So, one, we're going to check my level out. So we're going to come over to stats, and you're going to notice my HP. My level is 291, almost level 300. I have 82 out of 82, AP, which is action points. That is my stamina, which right now looks like it doesn't go down. But if I just give the game a little bit of a minute, howdy there, ghoul. So look, it looks like I do a lot of damage, but I am using my high-powered sniper, and it is a ghoul, which we've already noticed ghouls are easy to kill, no matter what. Look, okay, that one didn't kill it in one. That took two. But I am using the ultrasight ammo, which does do a little bit more damage. But let's see. Do I have the AK on me at the moment? Actually, the new gun. This will work fantastically. I have a lot. As you can see, I got a lot of ammo for it at the moment on my character. Let's use the new gun and show you guys exactly how it actually feels. So let's run over here. Grab up a Deathclaw out of the ground. And very underwhelming damage. Look at that. That's all the damage I did. Do this Deathclaw. That much. Let's go back to my sniper. 37. 282. We seeing the issue, right? And you can say, okay, well, you're not using the AK. You were using the AK earlier. If I actually just go under here, here's the AK. Better build, by the way, that actually has the attachments onto it. Apart from being, full auto. But minus the full auto. That's all the damage I've dealt. Literally, that little damage is all I did. Nope, I didn't get up in there. Come on. Deathclaw's right there. I'm hidden. Let's keep moving this way. Alright, we can bring up my map. Teleport to base. Not I've shown that. Yeah, it's kind of awkwardly stupid with how much damage it actually does compared to what it should be doing. Let's move back over here. As you can see, we still have this, and it is my floating base still, even over here where we have everyone on here, other people as well. As you can see, there's a camp right there. There's a camp up here with a player at it. Camps all down here. Players down here as well. So I am in the open world with other people online, and this base is here. So again, showing you guys, you can make floating bases still, basically, in Fallout. Is it truly floating? No, but we can call it floating. What did we come here for again? Oh yeah, to edit this. Wait, I don't think I have, like, the scrap to do it over here. We'll see. This, and then what I want to do is take the receiver, and we want a full auto receiver. So instead of a semi, where we went with this, we need to do the powerful automatic receiver, I believe. Because 105 seems to be the highest I can get, but there. Powerful automatic receiver. That way I have full auto on the gun. As you can see, it is full auto now. And you guys seen, like, the damage output was very minimal compared to what we do have. Going back up here to this. And let's go shoot us a Death Claw with the automatic version of this, and then switch over to show you the difference in damage. Right up there's where we're going. Pretty much. A little bit more that way, but yeah. And then, like, the AP drain speed is another thing I can complain about in this game. It's like... Nah, to be honest, my fat ass could still run further than this dude in the video game can. And trust me, I've had to run in the past before, being a fat ass. That's how I know I could. That's a whole mag, and that's all I did. Okay? Yeah. Bethesda. These are supposed to be guns, man, not like potato launchers or marshmallow launchers. It's supposed to be guns. And that's why I'm saying, like, they have that one thing that is on top of my head that is the biggest thing they need to patch out. Because nothing should tank like that. I don't mind making it a little harder, right, on the player, but don't make it feel like we're shooting marshmallows after we're nearly like level 300. If that makes sense to the entire player base. The way I actually should feel at level 300, or even at 150 or 100. Heck, the max level I think is level 50. That's when you actually get to stop putting actual points in to actually make your character better. At that point, it's just the card builds. By level 50, nothing should feel like you're shooting marshmallows at it. The way it should feel is how I have this version set up. So by level 50, you should feel strong enough to be able to take on what you need to take on without a single issue. No matter the gun you run, pistol, shotgun, AR, LMG, sniper rifle. Did I say SMG already? I think I did. No matter what gun type you run, you should feel like you are slaying after you basically max out your character. If people want a harder experience, they should be able to open up the thing and set creature heights later on, like, through the game mode I have, where I've made everything feel easier. They should be able to make it feel harder in that. That way it ain't you don't feel OP at that point anymore if you start getting bored or anything like that. Because the way the kill time should actually go is, let's get up here and show you guys some death claws on mine at the moment. And again, the AK. Okay? Now, Bethesda, I get if that felt too quick, right? You could nerf it. The only reason mine is set to plus 900 at the moment is because of... Hold on, I didn't have it actually set as the gun I was using earlier. Yes, I went through and done a lot of, like, editing on other guns, just messing about. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't think I have it in my inventory. Oh, I do. It's right here. Okay, there we go. Was for this gun, which, by the way, You can see it's still kind of quick, but still not as good as the AK, right? And this is supposed to be the new gun, which technically new guns should feel stronger just to get people to want to get them and use them, to make them feel like, hey, there's a reason for going for it. But again, let's make sure it ain't like, sneak attack now. And yes, I deleted it. Now, if you guys felt like, okay, that's too easy, all right, that is fixable. We can find somewhere in the middle where I still feel strong, but I'm not feeling like a marshmallow. And the best way to do that, and this is how you guys can do it too, click start on your world, which, okay, there we go. And then what we're going to do is start again, and then we go to edit world settings, go to combat. So instead of nuclear, so we can go from 900% to 200. Maybe I want something like 500%, right? Because this ain't even full detailed, because you get like, default plus 50 plus 200, then it jumps instantly to 900. Maybe let us have a 50, 100, and then 200, 300, 400, 500, and keep being able to go up in the modifier to wherever we want with the different percentages. So we're not like having an insta jump from 1 to like 200 to insta 900. Because I can't actually polish that out, because maybe 500 would be perfect, and then 200 is way too low, 900 is way too high, 500 might have been in the middle and fine, but I'm not able to do that. So Bethesda, let's fix that a little bit. Also make it to where when I run, I don't feel like I am like on my 900-pound or 1,000-pound life type of person trying to run. No offense to them. Everyone has the right to eat how they want, live the lifestyle they want. I'm just saying I shouldn't be stuck in a video game on the base version of the game itself, feeling like I'm in my 900-pound life. That's not a lot to ask for. But anyways, very high, plus 200%. Let's actually see what that actually feels like in game to see if that's way too low or not. In my feeling of Fallout, I have a feeling that might be a little too low. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. We're just waiting on it to find a server and then join us in. Even though technically it's supposed to be solo, and I should just have one server per person. That server never changes. It just updates when an update comes out would be great, but I shouldn't be just rolled out on different servers each time I try to do a new one or change settings. Also, technically, I couldn't really even count this as a server because it's only up when I'm on it. A real server is something that's up 24/7. Back to, okay, there we go. So you can see we still killed those guys pretty quickly, but that was also sneak attack damage. Let's test out a Deathclaw. We'll test out non-sneak attack. Guess I still kill, ghouls pretty quick, but ghouls have always been easy to kill, even on the other one you have seen that. Let's pull out the Deathclaw. And yeah, 5. So somewhere like, oh my god. Kimberly! How you doing, Kim? Welcome back to the streams also. But, Bethesda. So what we need is about like maybe a 350 increase. Not a 500, not a 900. We need more than a 200. So a 350 damage increase would have been great. Because then I actually feel like I leveled up my character and I've actually moved forward and actually had what's called progression, not regression. Which, by the way, regression means going backwards. I went forward in the game just to go backwards.
Not food.
Ooh, that's not good, Kimberly. Because I should not be... Hold on. Okay, let me make...
Hospital.
You're in hospital? Oh my god, that... Okay. That is definitely not good, Kim. But let me kind of one, ask, like, just DM me everything so I can actually just like send some prayers. But also, guys, let's talk about this too. So I am, whoops, not move camp. There. I'm also level 295, as you guys can see. And that's all the damage this gun technically does. And mind you, this is the new gun in the game, and to give you guys even more specification here, I am level 300, basically. And this is with a 200% damage increase, by the way. That's with a 200% damage increase. That I actively put in the world modifying it. And things just tank. So, Bethesda. Or I should say directly to Todd Howard himself. All players at this very moment need a 250% damage increase to all their weapons as the base game's damage. That way, when people are leveling up, they actually feel like they're going somewhere. I don't know about you, but not 99.99% of players is not going to be a Gray Still Plays fan.
Miss our game.
Miss our game. Oh, nice. I miss it too. But anyways, Todd, not everyone is a Gray Still Plays, wanting to like shoot everything
Lol, my
for
PS
800
broke.
years. Your PS broke? Oh, that's sad to hear, Kim. But
Still have my base.
still have your base? Oh, nice. That's good to hear. But back with Todd Howard for a second. Todd, seriously, man. Nobody wants to hear and go, I finally got a kill. And then look at my magazine right quick. That's how much I'm supposed to have in my mag. No one's looking to do that. Went from 120 to 50 something in order to actually get a kill. No one's looking to waste that much ammo just to get one particular kill, with no matter the gun they're using. And the funny thing is, actually, let's use the strongest weapon I have in my arsenal right now, which is this sniper, and see how many shots it takes to kill a Deathclaw with a 200% damage increase. Mind you, let's actually pull up the third Deathclaw and deal with it, which is actually the Deathclaw. It's like over here. Because we done... Oh, whoops. Nope. I'm wrong. It's the one back there. Because we done the one that was by the dino statue. We done the one right here to this dino statue. There we go. There's a Deathclaw right there. And it's full health. So we'll do this. Get that headshot. And that's all we did with a 200% increase. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll say 6 shots. Yeah, 6. It took 6 shots of basically 50 BMG. That is 2-shot explosive with a 200% damage increase to actually get a singular kill on a Deathclaw. And again, that's with extra damage increase and me modifying the game in a way that I have extra attachments that I don't have on the other character over here in this world. But, Todd. Actually, let's make sure it is 50. Let's make sure it is 50 BMG. I could be off a little bit about that. So, yeah, it's just 308. But even 308 is a good sniper round, by the way. It's actually said, even by military, 308 is the round that a lot of people use to defeat armor, plating. That's what's usually used to defeat it. Even body armor. This is what's used to defeat it, is 308. So, for this caliber of a weapon, just to get completely stopped and feel like I'm shooting a marshmallow at something is is not good, Todd. It's just not. Okay? And I am actually going to go edit this a little bit. And then the next thing that is actually pretty cool, this gun has always been good, is the Red Terror. I just done a modded version of it that feels a whole lot better than the actual legendary version you normally get, because I made it have a little less recoil. It has the 2-shot explosive onto it. See, which is actually pretty darn awesome. No more enemies over here, really? Yep, I'm hidden. Okay. That means I either gotta go over here or down there, and usually right over here, too. Yep, the Deathclaw's there. It's right there. I see you behind the tree. I hit you a little bit. Alright, let's see what the 200% damage increase, the 2-shot explosive MG42 does. I went from how many rounds to only 23? 100 to 23 rounds. I expunged 80 rounds just to kill this thing here. 80. And this is with a 200% damage increase, which means if I went down to normal, I would have used 3 mags. 4. That would have been like 400 rounds I would have had to put into that Deathclaw on a normal game just to kill it. I couldn't even kill 2 pigs with a 200 damage boost. Jeez Louise, boys. Yeah, Todd, we really need an update in this game for damage. Mind you guys, this is a pretty strong build on an MG42, and it feels like I'm shooting marshmallows. Okay, it literally feels like I'm shooting marshmallows. And what makes this even sad, and why I'm still just griping at it at this point, to Todd Howard, is we quickly just go look at my world, which is here. We do
That's
this.
Because sometimes you are.
Anyways, I set the actual combat to be 200 plus 200%. The game is just no. Okay.
That batch of low damage were doing January 10th of the damage of Tay bursts that actually killed.
But anyways, guys, that's plus 200% damage increase that I've done onto the weapons. Imagine if I went in and played on default with no modifiers. You're looking at like 4 times the amount of ammo just to get one singular kill. But anyways, guys, this was just a stream just to like let you guys know I'm going to be streaming a little bit more often. Also, kind of playing just for a little bit in this. I'm more in the mood for a better shooter, and I'm probably going to be switching streams to a different game. So I'll see you guys over on that other game here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, mainly just because we're on PS5 and I don't have a capture card that records in full 4K, meaning it goes in 1080 and then upscales it to 4K, which I don't know why the box on the actual capture card
BTW,
said.
how were you pushing 180 with ads instead of VATs?
Because I don't do VATS builds. I actually try to aim. But, I mean, either way, it's all good. All good. But, yeah. Now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, we're moving to a different game. I don't have the capture card that actually full records in 4K. So when I actually log out of a game, it closes stream automatically anyways. And to show you that, I'll sit here and just keep talking until I continuously close the game.